Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Sophie Cunningham. Make some noise for Sophie Cunningham, someone who came over to Indiana and knew exactly how to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark effect. When we talk about all the DeWanna Bonners, when we talk about the Natasha Howards, the Alyssa Smiths, when we talk about all the toxic situations that revolve around Indiana that at least the media put out, let's pay attention to people who know how to come in and capitalize, people who come in and know how to get.
Across the entire history of professional sports, only a handful of moments have been powerful enough to permanently change who holds the leverage. These are enormous financial shocks that rattle entire organizations and leave comfortable corporate executives suddenly questioning everything they believed. But the latest development surrounding the WNBA feels bigger than a normal shift. It is being presented as a full-scale commercial disaster for the critics and an extraordinary victory for the fans who believe they have been ignored. Veteran stars and league decision-makers appeared convinced they could shape public opinion, mistreat incoming talent, deliver uninspired all-star performances, and continue receiving lucrative endorsement opportunities without consequences. That assumption has now been challenged in dramatic fashion. Within only 60 minutes, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham supposedly tore through every commercial expectation placed in front of them. An unexpected and highly limited signature shoe collaboration reportedly arrived, and before league officials could even process what was happening, the available inventory had vanished. Every pair was gone, with the reported revenue reaching an astonishing $5.9 million in a single hour. This was more than another merchandise release. It became a forceful message from supporters who are tired of what they see as resentment and hostility across the league. While merchandise connected to other players reportedly remains untouched inside warehouses and retail stores, Clark and Cunningham appeared to demonstrate where the audience's loyalty truly stands. Settle in, subscribe to the channel, and prepare yourself, because the old power structure inside the WNBA may be facing a financial reckoning, and we are examining every explosive detail.
Dang, my size 8 sold out. Already ran out of my size. My size is sold out. Already sold out. They sold out already. This is sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, copped. Folks, you couldn't. I mean, Sophie Cunningham has capitalized on the Caitlin Clark effect better than she is the second biggest star in this league. It's CC 1, fall off, Sophie Cunningham 2, fall off, whoever else you want to put in 3. There's no point to even argue who's third at this point, because it's clearly Sophie Cunningham. Now, we even put out, Sophie Cunningham even put out a teaser drop earlier this morning, 8:58, about her colorway coming out.
To grasp how extraordinary a reported $5.9 million to 60 minutes would be, you first have to examine the painful situation confronting many other names across the league. For months, experienced players have appeared on podcasts, spoken into microphones, and taken subtle shots at Caitlin Clark. Some dismissed her popularity as temporary. Others predicted that viewers would eventually lose interest, while several continued insisting that the established veterans remain the league's real attractions. The marketplace, however, appears to have delivered a brutally different verdict. As Clark and Cunningham generated what supporters are calling a historic commercial performance, merchandise associated with players criticized for missing routine shots and showing little urgency during All-Star Weekend reportedly experienced almost no movement. The contrast could not have been harsher. Sales allegedly remained flat. Customer interest was nearly non-existent, and stores were left hearing nothing but silence. Sneaker companies that invested heavily in veteran endorsements may now be concerned as certain products sit on clearance shelves with discounts approaching 50%, yet still struggle to attract buyers. Fans answered with their spending choices, and the message could hardly have been more severe. Many viewers apparently concluded that established players, including Angel Reese and other recognizable veterans, were not providing the level of effort or entertainment they expected. Instead of continuing to support those athletes financially, those customers reportedly redirected their attention and effectively rejected their merchandise.
Colors available in size 11.5 and women's 12.5. That's it. That is it. I said what I said. Wow. She's gonna be getting her signature shoe. The execs at Adidas are laughing like Tony Montana and Sosa. Yeah, they're counting their money up right now. They had the foresight last year to say, whoa. This person's captivating the national audience. Whoa. This person's gaining crazy steam and her momentum is building. Whoa, there's something that we could do here. Arby's hopped right in on it. She's had a boatload of commercials here and there. You see her on the Amazon Prime commercials. You see her all over. You had the Arby's going crazy. You get the point. The UFC, Adidas really, they're about to buy low, sell high on Sophie. Yeah, they're about to cash in on Sophie Cunningham stock.
For the critics, it looked like a complete commercial shutdown. The WNBA's established generation may have just received one of the harshest lessons available in professional athletics. Admiration cannot be manufactured, and attacking the very audience responsible for supporting the product can carry serious consequences. Consumers ultimately control the market, and in a single 60-minute window, they appeared to dramatically reduce the retail influence of the players they no longer wanted to support. That brings us to the overwhelming phenomenon widely described as the Caitlin Clark effect. Her influence on television audiences was already obvious. Her presence had already helped fill arenas wherever she played, but generating a reported $5.9 million in physical product sales within 1 hour would place her in an entirely different category. At that point, she would no longer be merely an elite basketball attraction. She would represent an expanding international business force capable of creating enormous economic activity almost instantly. Clark is increasingly being portrayed as a one-person stimulus package for women's basketball, and supporters believe her commercial trajectory could eventually carry her toward billionaire status.
So if you don't worry about it. But anyways, let's move on for a second, all right? Let's look at what the comments had to say, because, you know, we can't just listen to what Twitter posts us say. Let's listen to the fans. Get it straight from the fans' mouth themselves. So as you can see, Sophie Cunningham's crazy energy PE shoe is sold out already. Adidas, y'all need to make some more. Yeah, you gonna have some trolls in the comment as well, you know. Look, we got the point being solidified, the Mona Lisa or the Sofa Lisa, man. We're gonna have to, hey, Mona, you know what I'm saying? Huge respect to Mona Lisa, but we might have to put Sophie's right next to yours, you know? Oh, man, this is crazy. This is a great day in the CCFC. Then the point, like, Sophie Cunningham just knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how to capitalize on it. And this front office, who's operating on prehistoric time, they're operating as if this is the 1950s, 60s, 70s. They don't have a single clue on what 2026 marketing looks like. They think it's still controlled from up top. No, the fans have the power. And they've always had the power, but fans are way more awake now to know, like, okay, we're going to invest in what we want to invest, not what you show us, you know? But anyways, as you can see, you got comments saying, dang, my size 8 sold out, my size sold out, lucid pink going fast. All this is happening, right? And I want to show you guys something real quick, because Sophie Cunningham is not only impacting her pockets, she's impacting the pockets of her peers. Sound familiar? Caitlin Clark. Let's get straight into it. As I said, Sophie Cunningham, her shoe sold out. Look at this, right? So as you can see, over 184 people have bought this product in the last 24 hours. Like, I'm genuinely so proud of.
The moment the online countdown reached 0, the website's servers reportedly collapsed under the immediate demand. Fans throughout Indiana and across international markets repeatedly refreshed their screens, urgently attempting to complete purchases before the collection disappeared. According to the claimed back-end data, traffic reached levels that footwear executives generally associate with major worldwide releases involving icons such as Travis Scott or Michael Jordan. Yet the most satisfying part for Clark's supporters was that she never needed to directly confront the people criticizing her. She did not publish an angry post, issue a carefully worded response, or complain during a media appearance. Instead, she allowed the commercial results to answer on her behalf, and the latest scoreboard was allegedly represented by $59 million in revenue. Whenever another veteran reacts dismissively toward her or delivers an unnecessarily aggressive foul during a game, Clark's market value seems to rise even further. She has effectively transformed every moment of criticism and every sign of jealousy into greater attention, stronger support, and more money. That makes her appear nearly impossible to damage. League officials may also be increasingly nervous because the situation suggests the WNBA depends on Caitlin Clark far more than Caitlin Clark depends on the WNBA.
Cunningham's Adidas Crazy Energy basketball shoes have sold out in most sizes on release day. I tried to get a pair for the white. It was sold out in her size. Sold out in her size. The 2026 WNBA All-Star Game is tomorrow, so all of the top players and brands are bringing out their best basketball shoes to Chicago for the big stage. Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham did not make the All-Star Game, but she is still enjoying a strong sneaker launch. Earlier this month, we got our first look at Cunningham's first player-exclusive colorway of the Adidas Crazy Energy basketball shoes. There was a buzz around the sneakers, but a near sellout on release day seemed unlikely. But in less than 24 hours, The shoes have sold out in most sizes at Adidas. Below is everything fans and shoppers must know about the hoop shoes. The Adidas Crazy Energy basketball shoes were released for $110. Great price too. Great price. Very good price. For $110 in adult sizes in the early hours of Friday, July 24th. The sneakers have already sold out in most men's and women's sizes of the Adidas website. As of this morning, they're still available in men's sizes 10.5 through 13 and women's 11.5 through 14. This article was published hours ago. There's now only those two sizes left, 11.5, 12.5. While most fans rush to the Adidas website, they may have overlooked the shoes being available at popular retailers. There are more sizes in stock at Dick's Sporting Goods and Hibbett. However, there is no guarantee how long the kicks will.
The most surprising development in this entire story, however, may be the sudden commercial rise of Sophie Cunningham. Remember the moment Caitlin Clark reportedly pushed for Cunningham to receive an all-star opportunity because she believed Sophie was among the few players competing with real intensity? The audience did not forget it. Fans noticed who supported Clark, who brought the toughness of an enforcer, and who appeared to treat every possession with respect. Cunningham's loyalty and relentless effort created a connection with those supporters, and they responded by delivering what looked like the ultimate financial reward. When Sophie's personalized colorway launched alongside Clark's version, critics immediately laughed. They assumed Cunningham lacked the popularity necessary to generate significant sales. But Clark's supporters and Cunningham's growing fan base quickly organized into what looked like an unstoppable buying force. Sophie's available stock reportedly disappeared with nearly the same speed as Caitlin's, leaving the doubters with no easy explanation for what had just occurred.
As of this morning, they're still available in men's sizes 10.5 through 13 and women's 11.5 through 14. This article was published hours ago. There's now only those two sizes left, 11.5, 12.5. While most fans rush to the Adidas website, they may have overlooked the shoes being available at popular retailers. There are more sizes in stock at Dick's Sporting Goods and Hibbett. However, there is no guarantee how long the kicks will be in stock or if there will be a future restock. Man, I'm gonna go to Dick's. I'm gonna go to Dick's right after this. Either way, it's a strong release day for a non-signature shoe player, for a player who missed the WNBA All-Star game. I mean, come on. She is a superstar. The Adidas Crazy Energy is a new performance model that is designed to bring fresh energy to the basketball court. The Adidas Light Strike cushioning is made for speed, offering a responsive ride. The silhouette's synthetic upper offers durability and flexibility, while the textile lining provides comfort. Lastly, the rubber outsole grips feature a modified herringbone traction pattern for reliable grip on the hard wood. Cunningham began a professional career with Nike before switching to Adidas in 2022. So she switched to Adidas nearly 4 years ago. They really bought low, and they are cashing in on that stock. Wow, she has quickly ascended in the company, going from wearing $45 shoes during games to appearing in the marketing campaign for Adidas Dame 10 last summer. Company always toes the company line, even engaging in.
Sophie Cunningham has often been overlooked by the league's preferred media structure. Yet she may have just secured a career-changing financial opportunity by publicly aligning herself with what fans believe is right. Supporters rewarded her intensity and loyalty, undermining the hierarchy the WNBA has attempted to promote. The league can continue spotlighting players who appear to jog back on defense or deliver underwhelming effort. But fans have demonstrated that they can elevate someone else instead. In only 1 hour, Cunningham may have generated more financial momentum than many WNBA players will experience across their entire careers. The partnership between Clark and Cunningham is now being described as one of the most dangerous and commercially valuable combinations in sports. Built not by seeking approval from the establishment, but by connecting directly with the audience. Now that the initial frenzy has ended, and the overloaded servers have reportedly returned to normal, the WNBA front office is left facing an uncomfortable silence. In a single hour, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham allegedly produced $5.9 million, embarrassed their critics, and reminded everyone that the audience possesses the final authority. The previous order may already be collapsing.
Clark. But anyways, let's move on because let's look at what else shoes are selling out alongside Sophie. So they dropped all of these shoes together, right? So Satu Sabali got hers, and as you can see, all of these are doing pretty well. I can confident, like, look at, you got size 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 selling out. And granted, I know they probably only made a huge, a limited amount of these shoes, but the fact remains is that, like, her shoes are doing pretty well. And I'm pretty sure it would have been way worse if Sophie Cunningham's shoes wasn't attached to this page. The amount of traffic that's flowing in through this page just because of Sophie Cunningham is insane, man. Shout out to Sophie. Let's continue though. Look, You know, over 33 people have bought this product, and 31 bought Satu's product in the last 24 hours. And I know that's not really too much, but listen, man, if this is what it looks like with your shoes on the same page as Sophie, would you have even sold one pair? Would you have even sold the pair? And I'm not talking about your family members and friends going up there and buying it. I'm talking about actual fans, you know, especially in this economy. 33 people have bought this product. Look at this one. They got pink ones, and it's no surprise the secondary pink ones, and I don't think these are Sophie's either, but just because it's pink, there could be fans that be like, oh, these might be Sophie's as well. There's fans that probably think all of them are Sophie's, and they're just buying them anyways. So Sophie Cunningham's impact off of what she did off of Caitlin Clark's influence, you can see exactly why Indiana is a destination. Well, at least wherever Caitlin Clark is the destination. Like, look, 63 people have bought this product in the last 24 hours. I can guarantee you that majority of these people thought that they were buying Sophie Cunningham's pink shoes. I can almost guarantee you. Look at this one, man. This is just crazy to think about, man. But anyway, chat, we're gonna go look at Sophie Cunningham's TikTok. But listen, chat, the influence don't just stop there. Before that June 17th incident where she grabbed JC Sheldon by the neck and threw her on the floor in defense of Caitlin Clark, Sophie didn't even have 1 million followers on TikTok. In fact, she didn't even come close to it. Now you look at Sophie Cunningham's TikTok in just her second year with the Indiana Fever, and she is at 3 million followers.
Spicy Sophie.
Spicy Sophie, man. Let's talk about it.
Caitlin Clark does not simply have supporters anymore. She appears to possess a marketing force powerful enough to reshape the league around her. The entire conversation has changed, and jealous veterans may have no realistic method of stopping the momentum now building behind Clark and Cunningham. I want to hear exactly what all of you think about this supposedly historic and unbelievable moment. Were you stunned by the claim that Clark and Cunningham generated $5.9 million and sold through their inventory in only 60 minutes? And how humiliating would it be for their critics if competing shoes truly remain untouched on store shelves while customers refuse to buy them? Share your honest and completely unfiltered reactions in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel immediately, and activate the notification bell because we will continue delivering major WNBA stories and hard-hitting commentary throughout the season. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.